In this video, we will be seeing what is pass by value and how it works. Here we have a main method, right? And here I have a variable a which has a value assigned as a 5. So let us trace this. So here it will print in main before call it will print as 5, right? It will print the sentence before it and then it will print a 5. Now after this it will call the method try to change pass with your argument. So the control comes to the method try to change int n. Now the argument a equal to 5 is assigned to int n equal to 5. Now what will happen? It will print the value of n. Now what is the value of n here? It will print as 5, right? Because the argument a has been assigned to a parameter n. Now what will happen? N is 5 and it is trying to replace the value of n, that is n equal to 1, that is n equal to 999. Now inside after the call n value would be 999, right? Now the execution is done. Now the control will move back to the next statement after try to change, and here it is not returning anything because this is a void method. And here we have a print statement after the call a. So what will it print? It would print as 99, right? It would print as 999. Now this is our expected output. Now let us see what the console will provide. Let us see what the output will get. Yes, here it is in call. So here the first statement what I got is before the call the initial value of a is 5. Next inside before the call also, since it is coming to the method, it will directly call the method try to change and it will print inside the before call, that is number equals to 5. Now after the call it is 999. The control comes to this statement and it will execute in main after call a is 5. But here we got it as 999. Why we got as 999? But here we calculated, when we traced we got it as a 999. But here in the console it is showing as a equal to 5. Why it is showing a equal to 5? This is a difference between pass by value. Here what happens when a equal to 5 is getting called over a method, the method name is try to change, right? So a equal to 5, so what happens? Value of 5 is assigned to a and it is calling the method try to change. Now what happens when it is calling a method with the argument, we are sending only a photocopy of a value, right? So here what happens when I am trying to call a method with the argument, I am only sending a photocopy. Let me explain you how exactly it works. Yes, here in the main method I have the value of a equal to 6, right? Whereas in the method try to change I have a variable called as x, and when I call the method, the control comes here and the argument 6 gets assigned to x equal to 6, right? But inside try to change method I have a variable called x equal to 999 where x will get replaced by 6. So the latest value of x is 999. Now what happens? As soon as this particular method gets executed, the x value dies in this method itself. So when the value of x will die in try to change method itself, means the value of x is no longer applicable when trying to access outside. So after it executes a set of statements here, it will come back to this value. It will come back to the main method. So when it will come back, it is not returning me anything because the value of 6 is because the value of x will be expired in this try to change method. So when it will come back, whatever value of a is there, that would get printed in the console, right? So this is how pass by value works. Whenever the method is getting called in a main method with the argument, so it will create a photocopy of this value. Here it will not send the actual value, it will only create a photocopy of the value. So when it will execute, so when the method executes the statement and tries to assign a value, it would expire in the method itself. and when it is returning back to the main method, the original value of a variable get assigned. So this is unchanged, right? So here the number 6 is untouched. For this purpose, we are seeing the original value in the VS Code. Let us see what it is. Here the original value is 5. There in the example I have taken as 6. Here, since the value is untouched and since we are sending only a photocopy, so even after the call it will print me as 5, not 999. Right? So if you see here, before the call the value is 5. Now inside a method, still a call has not been executed. So inside a method the value is also 5, number equal to 5. Now after the call, in the method itself it is updating as 999. But when the control moves back to the main method, whatever the updated value is there in the try to change method, that would expire in this method itself. So this method is no longer applicable once the control moves back to the main method. So the initial value of A would remain 5 since we are sending only a photocopy, right? So this is about how pass by value works. Do not get confused like whenever you are trying to send a multiple arguments to a method. Hope so you have understood the concept. Thank you.